Today we are going to be sight fishing carp. So just got a bag of corn, got a bass rod here with a decent size hook, probably like an 8, maybe a 6. And I got to put some split shot on that in just a second. Let me get my phone in the harness. Kevin is also out and about. Now, bear with me. I got to get you guys in my chest mount, so that may be a little bumpy. Okay. Kev's already out trying to find some carp. Chad, what's going on, buddy? We're sight fishing carp. Just getting set up here. Just going to put a tiny lead on. And I'll just keep the corn in the bag for right now. Try to get this set up correctly, right angle. Okay. Gotta adjust y'all. What are you up to today, Chad? Got some people already out over here. See him? They could be up by that big boulder.
What?
They could be up by the boulder.
Last boulder up here?
The big one out in the middle. Yeah, the first one.
We could. I think we walk along the beach. If we don't see them, we start heading down and try to...
The lower hole?
No, we stay here because they're here somewhere.
Yeah, alright.
Because I know... Because usually we came here at the end of the day or in the middle of the day.
Gonna look for the mud.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for. But in the morning, they still might be like calming down and getting in.
Still being lazy. I hear that. Dwight's in the house. What's going on, Dwight? Remember Dwight? It's gonna be one of those lives that are a little trickier to communicate and chat with y'all because we are on the move looking for carp. There's a ton of sunfish, so if we can't find any carp, we can always catch sunfish. We're hoping to get some creek action. Just got done running. It's hot. I'm ready to jump in the water. This mount's a little wiggly. Do the best we can. I say we just get right in the water. Go right up the middle. What do you think about that? Is that all right, Kev? We head right up the middle? No, we're going upstream.
Yeah, but the mud might go down for you.
Nah. Yeah. I think where they'll be is off to the side of this big boulder. There's usually something under that boulder. Gonna load the corn right up on the top of this hook. Try to get 3 kernels at least on here. This is a lot different than the other types of carp fishing that we typically do on this channel where we're using pack bait. We're just straight up using a hook corn. And we're gonna try to see a carp and then we're gonna cast on them. Raul, welcome in, buddy. If I can talk. Cindy White. We are fishing for common carp. And we're at a creek, so this is like a little bit of a challenge today. Hopping in the water. The water is super warm. I could probably get warmed up with a sunfish maybe here. Right. It stinks because I kind of have to tilt the phone down to see what you guys are all saying in here. What's the square footage of your house, dude? Everyone's moderators because they've been in my channel before. It's quite simple. You come into my channel, I hand you a wrench usually if you're, unless unless you don't have any content. I do lives all the time, so I fish full time. If you come into my lives, I eventually will make you a mod. You're gonna go up the bank, or
Yeah, I don't have anywhere to put my tool.
you don't have a pocket?
No. Well, I have one, but
All right,
it's
put it in your
big.
pocket. Dump some out and put it in there. I'm not carrying your stuff, boy. Just leave it on the bank there. What'd you do to your finger? All right, we're gonna go up and around here. Can you get up this bank?
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to go? This was your idea.
Well, I never really saw the carp up here. Maybe go down.
Okay, let's go down. Okay, tell me that. I've seen them up here under that. You go down. I'm gonna fish this rock for a little bit. I'm gonna just cast out by this big boulder here. There we go. Little sunfish. What we got here? We got a greenie. Tell by the little markings on there, that's a green sunfish. Pop that out of there. Fly, fishy, fly. Just using common corn or sweet corn. Carp love corn, but so do sunfish. I think we're gonna head down. Downriver, there's carp. I've seen carp up here, but there's also carp down there, and there's also sucker fish down there. So if you guys know my channel, you know I've always fished with, well, almost always fish with Kevin, my 10-year-old, and he likes to run his own. He's quite proficient at fishing, so he kind of does his own thing. We'll try to keep up with him because he usually catches more than me. I mean, I don't really need any moderating to do. You know, if somebody, basically the rules are simple. Be nice to each other. That's number one. No foul language. It's a family content. So anybody with a wrench can throw anyone else out that breaks any of those rules. Anyone can do that, so you don't have to worry about doing that. I think Ray's still live, right? Ray Fishhead Videos, I think, is still live. This is kind of unplanned. I mean, we fish all the time, but we came up with the idea because we've been swimming in this creek and we've been seeing the carp while we're swimming. So we said, why don't we come over and try to catch one? So that's what we're gonna do. Hope you're all having a great day. Yeah, and please do not kick anyone out or block anyone that doesn't break any of those rules. Not everyone's going to get along. That's not my problem. Let's fish. Let's fish. This phone holder might drop in a little bit. You're looking at my feet. Hold on, guys. I'm just going back a bit. It's like 10 a.m. here. I was trying to read that deleted comment. I know, maybe it's time to drink in some parts of the world. Oh, early here in the States. Fish. He's caught a fish. What do you got, a greenie? I say we keep heading down. At least it'll be more scenic, and we might see suckers down there too. Wow, that's a big size of that sucker right there. All right, get him back.
Okay, I saw a dark shadow over there, so I'm gonna keep trying him.
Okay.
I have 4 pieces of corn on this bad boy.
Nice. I'm going to go just below you here under these boulders. Morning, geese. What are you guys going to do today besides poop everywhere? Not nice. They all had babies and now there's 100. Okay. So this is the dam right here for the deeper water. Try not to fall down. Let's go this way. Yeah, the vertical lives always bring new people to the channel, good and bad, right? You guys want to check out my long form videos? That's what I care most about. I really work hard at them. Nobody watches them, but I put one out every Friday. I spend, I don't want to tell you how much time I spend on those, but a lot. Check them out. Give me feedback, what you like, what you don't like. I might listen to you. You never know. Might not. Guys that know me know I can be stubborn. Okay. So I find that they like the shade and the line where the shade and the sun meet. Okay. Make sure your drag set. This one was way too tight, bud. We'll give it a minute right here. See if anything will pick it up. Paul, P&B, welcome in, buddy. It's so hard to scroll down here. It's really difficult. So I may, like as you comment, it takes me a while to even see the comment. Gosh, hope I don't hit the wrong button there. God, I hope I don't accidentally block somebody. I'm impatient. I'm going to keep moving. This is the style of fishing we normally do. We just keep covering water and eventually we find something. We can catch sunfish all day, but that's not what this live's about. We're going to try to find and catch a common carp in a creek. Instead of sitting on the bank for an hour, you guys watch my lives, you know I sit there with behind 3 poles and chat and watch the rods for, sometimes it takes 45 minutes to catch a fish. But then we catch sometimes a whole bunch, sometimes we catch nothing. Today we're going to get some more exercise. It's hot. We want to get in the water. It's going to be like 90. We're fishing Pennsylvania. So yeah, I'll try to keep you guys out of the water best I can. These rocks can be very slippery. One dude watching my videos was like heckling me about wearing Crocs. I'm like, dude, I'm usually barefoot. Leave me alone, man. Like, doesn't anyone just play in creeks anymore? Everyone needs to go out and buy Orvis gear all the time. Chill out and go fishing. I am getting old though. Hurts a little bit more when I fall these days, but oh, here we go. We're up. So sometimes in these holes you can see a huge suckerfish. This is pretty cold water for the area because of these boulders. So even though it doesn't look like much, there's a lot of good flow coming down through these rocks. I'm going to keep moving. I like this spot right below us. That's where I'm going to hit. Retired Rick, don't start with me. I know, they are. You need like either the felt, which is illegal in a lot of places now, or like the studs. But you know what I mean? I'm just going to the creek, hanging out. Just take my time. But I'll tell you, I'll be shopping for them soon, don't worry. One of these, there's yuppie companies can send me one, and I'll sponsor them. But for right now, Crocs, man. Crocs it is. Working on my balance, keeping my core engaged. You know I'm gonna fall. You know I'm gonna fall today now saying this crap. I only half believe it. Don't worry. Okay. The water just kind of comes from everywhere here. It's really pretty. All right. Kind of want to carefully sneak up on this hole. I got good fishing glasses on here, polarized. Helps me see through the water a little bit. This cuts the glare. And these rocks, I gotta walk up on the edge so I don't fall off of them. And then I gotta kind of use my momentum to get up there. Okay. Parkour. If there's any, they're gonna be right by that edge. Oh my God, I slammed it, and that's just a bluegill though. Greenie. Okay. Put that corn back on. Gonna have to catch all these little sunnies. Here's a little sucker. See if we can get him. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it down before the other fish take it. This little turkey. This is a different species here. That's a red breast. Probably figure out why it's called a red breast. Easier to see that way. These are my favorite panfish right there. There's a bass. See if we can catch that bass. We need to put more corn on first. It's like a catch-22. When the sun gets high in the sky, you can see the fish better, but they can see you better. But it's always good to be able to see the fish so you're not wasting your time. So today we are running and gunning and using that to our advantage and try to spot the fish we want to catch. I've already lost Kevin. I thought he said he was coming down here, but I do not see him. Let's try the other side of this rock. Let it get all the way to the bottom. Just barely see it there, so I should be able to see if something picks it up. Now I can set the hook. "20 people in the house. What is going on? I see Buddy Biggs. What is going on, buddy? I'm going to keep my core engaged with a jelly donut." That's my man right there. What's going on, buddy? Okay. Just see that one sucker fish, and he's not a big one. But that doesn't mean there's not something else here. Oh, there was a bass. I'm literally trying not to catch. I'll just catch something so you guys can see a fish. I can catch these guys all day, but I don't want to catch these guys all day. Oh, there's a pretty, again, that's a red breast sunfish, but this one has more of the color markings that's traditional with them. Reddish tail, red belly, and the spots here. Hooked right on the top lip. Pop it out. And let them go in the deep water. That's about an 8.0 on the dive. Let's head a little bit. I'm going to walk over to that bank and fish off of that and get my bag of corn and try not to die here. Going to parkour it down here. Just use my momentum right up and out. I'm all pumped up to go to the shore now after watching Buddy fish down there live. The blues are still in from what I hear. You can see some fish right here. Could probably just feed these guys and see what comes. See all the, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a ton of sunfish. Now, I do have some other anglers out here today. I'm going to try to figure out where they went. Not seeing anything here. I'm going to keep moving across the way. We're going to go... maybe we'll head back up. You guys were up top, right? Yeah. Earlier, okay. I was gonna go back up if you're gone, but if they're still up there, that's you guys. Did you have any luck up there? No. I'm gonna walk back up there if that's not the guy that was up there, but it is the guy. So that spot should now be open. And I'll bet you Kevin is in it. That boy does not miss opportunities. Let's go up a different way. I might see something. There's a couple holes on this side of the rapids. At least you guys will get a cool scenery, right? You'll see why I love this area. It's like a jungle. A lot of the streams around here are kind of like sand and silty. This stream, for whatever reason, it's just the geographic area, I guess. It has all these big boulders. It's just kind of a totally different type of creek. So I love fishing it. Oh. Oops. Man, I hope I don't block anybody. I keep slipping on the buttons here. Kevin's being away. Kevin is not going to be carried away by anything. That boy can defend himself just fine. And people get nervous all the time because he's 10. And I always think about the croc hunter, you know, when he used to dangle his kids over the croc cage. Look at this guy. You're in my hole. You want to go back up? Those guys move. I can't hear you. I'm trying to come up. I can't hear you. Do you want me to come over there? You see carp? Okay, hold on. Let me try to figure out how I'm going to get there without getting keeled. Believe it or not, I've caught trout right in these two spots right here. All right, here I come. Trying to see under the water to know what I'm stepping on. Ooh. Oh boy, almost in, guys. Almost went in on. Coming up. They're out of that top hole.
Yeah, I know.
I think I'm gonna go up there.
Why don't you cast in here?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Cast your bait and just let it sit.
Why don't we throw a handful out there?
I already did.
Where?
Right
I'm gonna throw my handful over here. All right, we'll see what we can do. I'll cast it out. We'll sit it for a minute. I'll chat, see who's hanging out with me. Give it 5-10 minutes, and then I'll go up to that top. Keep an eye on this rod because that will be, that sucker will be gone in a second if a carp takes it. All right, let's see who we got. 29 people, that's awesome. Water.
Water. What's
the sunfish over there. What we usually see here is like just mud coming downstream, and follow that up, and there's usually a pod of like 4 or 5 carp feeding. That's kind of what we're hoping for here. Might try to prop this up. I like propping my rod up for carp so you can like see the bite. This looks smart. Put it on this bush that's like torture device. Hold strong, little root. Okay. Whew. It's getting warm, guys. It is getting warm. Figure we go up live before it's too hot to go live. My phone will overheat if I wait much longer. And
oh my god! I got something.
What do you got, a greenie?
Green. I'm gonna see if something would eat him. The bass or something.
Yeah. Kev Savage, he's gonna throw live line that around. There's some big bass in here. I'm gonna see if we can catch a bass. I don't know if you guys can see these little sunnies right here. I'm gonna feed them. I'm gonna feed them. Can you guys see those fish right around that log? There's a pumpkin seed. Why don't you catch this pumpkin seed, Kev?
Hold on, there's bass all in there. New mission, try to catch, whoever catches the small sunfish wins. We'll use them for bait. A pretty nice sized bass.
Yeah? Alright, new mission, guys.
Ain't big, ain't small.
New mission. Told you, kid's a little savage at times. Oh, I got cut on something. Yeah. Okay. See if I can catch some bait here. Nope, you're too big. Nope, you're too big. You're just right, buddy. No, not under the root, dum-dum. Dang, you snagged me up. Okay. Let's try catching right over here. I'm going to head up.
I'll catch me a small sunfish. That's a big bass right here.
How big?
Bigger than usual.
Bigger than usual. How about, oh, never mind.
Probably like a 3-4 pounder.
Thought I had a volunteer for you, but he decided to opt out. See if I can catch some bait. Just a tiny little piece.
This is the spot. Remember, this is the spot we used to come and just throw our baits under that tree and catch the 4 or 5 pounders.
Maybe. No, you're too big, buddy. You need a little one. Come on.
Yes, get it. Get it.
About this. He's in there somewhere. Got him?
Perfect.
All right, Kev's got bait. He's going to try to live line and see if he can catch a big bass while we play over here. Live bait ain't the most sporting, but we're going to do catch and release on the bass anyway.
Yep.
I
1
mean,
for 1.
alrighty. That's a fat kernel right there. We'll throw this out, see what we can get. Appreciate you guys coming in today and hanging out with us. I don't know why the chat stopped working here. Last thing I see is Sasquatch chasing Kevin into the woods. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. Backflip. Yep, he volunteered. He didn't have to, but you know, never take candy from a stranger. That's what I tell the kids. Is he chasing?
He was over there for
All right, I'm going to start heading up.
Okay.
I'm going to get this cut in the water. Get the bleeding to stop. It's nice to live in Pennsylvania and not have to worry about alligators. I don't know how some of those folks live in places like that where alligator can come out and get you. It's crazy. We got snappers and some snakes, but they're not that dangerous. Wet my hands. Bunch of sunnies right here. See them all? I don't know if you guys can see these guys. There's a nest right here. You see that nest? There's one protecting it. Male sunfish. Let me go back up where we tried to start from, and those guys were in. That's the best hole of the creek. Unfortunately, we've done so many videos over the years of fishing that spot. Unless we get up early and go there, someone's always in there. All right, a little side way up here. Getting warm. Now, there's some 10, 15 pound commons here, so if I hook up on one, it's going to be quite a struggle to get them in. That's going to be fun. But I've brought carp rods here before, and the problem with just like having to cast multiple times, if you don't bring a setup like this, you end up just scaring them away. So the good thing is I can hop in the water. It's so hot. And you can fight, in open water, you can fight a huge fish on light line. The problem is structure and rocks and boulders, and that's when you're going to break off because they're going to dart toward that structure, and your light line is just going to, fail. It's going to fail. There's a little sign saying that they stock here. Those fish are dead. There's trout. It's too warm for them. They all died. A couple weeks ago, we saw a few floating around here, and I think that was like the last of them. There might be a few cold spots where there might be a couple hanging out, but the vast majority have been caught or killed or died. This is a good way to tell that you're in a good spot. You'll see a tree like this, and it'll be decorated with fishing line, bobbers, hooks. That spot's marked, so you know it's a good spot. All right. Now, work our way off this big rock here. This is super shallow, and then it drops off. That's what makes this a really good hole. So I'm going to get out there. And I'll see if I can see them. And a bunch of poison ivy. That's lovely. Okay. It never fails. Like literally, we've been fishing here almost every night. It's been so hot. We've been waiting until nighttime to come out. And this is the spot we've been fishing, and we've seen the carp here every single day, except the day that I go live. But we'll see. They come and go, so hopefully we'll find them. Kev's arrived. I'm going to sit this rod down.
Can I see if I could see if that bass will come up?
Yeah. Oh, you got the live? Yeah. That would be awesome if you could hook up. There's a big bass in here we've been chasing. Wendy, welcome in. Let me try to figure out who all is in here. Rob, I'll be on Sebago Lake. Oh, that's awesome. You enjoy that, buddy. I'm sure you'll pop up live. You do a lot of good pop-up lives.
Hot out.
It's getting hot. I don't know how much longer we're going to make it. This is the best spot with that sun. We have a good chance of seeing either the big bass or the carp. So,
Or the pally.
or the pally. I'm going to throw some more corn in this hole.
I'm gonna go see if I can find him. See if I can get
Throw it
him.
upstream a little bit. There is a little bit of current here. Not much. There's no breeze down here. I can see some fish down there, but nothing huge yet. Kev's fishing right upstream from me here off the rocks. Hold on, I can't read that comment. There is a... Huh. Be careful, there's something. Crocodile. Come on. I feel like Jeremy Wade here, just waiting for the river monster to show up. Probably going to do the same thing down when we go to the other swimming hole later. But I don't think I'll pop up live there, Kev.
Yeah.
But we'll try to catch, there's some carp where we've been swimming at. Different creek completely, but not far from here. You have them on?
I have a big guy.
Okay, here we go, folks. Kev spotted one. There we go, he's got one. Oh, he spit it. Stripped it. I'll see if I can get you another bait. Let's catch him another, Sonny. He might not be hungry after that. It was decent, couple pounds. Let's try to catch a little fish over here for bait. Yeah, fishy, fishy. No, 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 that's a baby bass. We can't use baby bass as bait. We need a sunfish. Usually get one out of this hole right here. Ah, turkey. It's all right, one kernel left. Got one, Kev. Yep. Yep. You guys still there? Yeah, you're. All right. 1-800 bait man. Gonna go deliver some bait.
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Good one?
Yeah. This one will do.
All right. Buddy, good news. You get to live free. We'll go back to our rock. Kev's got one over there. He's got bait and he can do his own thing. And we can get back on the carp. If he hooks up, we will go over to check that fish out.
You're ridiculous throwing like baits this big.
Ah, big fish like big bait. Oh man. Ate my bait. Yeah, he's just splashing those big baits in front of that fish. That's sight fishing. I mean, you might walk a mile and spot one fish that's just super aggressive like that. And chances are in an hour, that fish will have zero interest in eating. So if you think you're going to come back and get him tomorrow, good luck. He won't. He won't be hungry, or he'll have moved on. That's why I always preach being prepared to re-rig and target a different species rather than say, today I'm going to target this fish. It sounds nice and it's very sporting, but if you're trying to feed your family, it's just not very practical. You can have all the plans of going after a fish, you always end up finding something else that's hungry and wanting to bite instead. But I'm sticking to my game plan anyway. I'm going to keep going for carp. Kev's off on a tangent now, going for muskie and bass and sharks over there. Got an army of goose behind you. Let's see if I can read any of these chats. The sun's starting to get in a bad angle. I appreciate y'all coming in with me though. I see number 3, that must be Marilyn. Number 3 has entered the chat. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. I believe Marilyn's up in New York, unless I'm confused. There's always a possibility. I got my rod sitting here with corn on it, trying to catch common carp, where I've seen them before. Don't see any right now, but it doesn't mean they're not there. And I also have a good vision of the shallows. Sometimes you'll see this mud kick up, and if I see that, I know that they're in here. So I'm kind of keeping an eye open right here for them. Kev's on some nice bass. That must have been him up in the shallow there. He'll yell if he catches one. I'll get you guys on it. Whew. It's hot. If you see any signs of carp, let me know, buddy.
That one got his fish taken out of him, but now he's practically pronounced dead.
You need me to catch a bait?
Catch a smaller one. He's gonna be so mad. Huge bass comes up and just eats him. I'll be so mad.
Ah, Lord. 13 awesome people hanging out with us. I always forget Jeremy Wade is from Scotland. Doesn't have a strong accent. But I guess he's traveled. That was something there. Hold on, guys. It might have just been a bass, which probably will not eat corn, but I need to cast for it. Right here by these boulders. Oh, it's a big sunfish, that's what he is. And a bass. There's lots of fish in that hole. Oh, man. If we catch a bass or a carp, that's catch and release. Sunfish, we might take for food. Today, probably won't. Probably just gonna use them for bait. We did just do a catch and cook with bullhead catfish. Is that yesterday we made the catfish? I think it was. Yeah, that was fun. Let's go out here. Where those bubbles are, that could be carp. I wouldn't be able to see them if they were there. It's super deep. Yeah, we do a lot of catch and cooks on this channel if you're new to the channel. We have playlists on, we try to show you all the, we try to show you as humanely as we can and without too much, you know, blood and everything else. Because YouTube doesn't like that stuff. In fact, I got, like my suitability for ad revenue came up yellow, and it was because I was cleaning fish. Wow, these guys, what are they doing? What is that all about? Look at this chaos. It's like a riot. What do they call that, rave? Yeah, they didn't like me cleaning fish, and I was trying to show, and I had to edit the video like 3 times. I was trying to show how to humanely dispatch a fish, and it was already dead. I didn't actually show me killing it, but I actually think knowing how to humanely do it is a good thing. I'd hate to say how many years it took me to finally figure that out. That's just the age we live in, I guess. Can't teach somebody how to clean a fish anymore. I don't know. This could be a failed mission, guys. This could be a failed mission. I'm not feeling it. Not seeing them. Oh, Lord. Never really seen them do this in that number of birds. Look like they're having fun. I think I'm going to go swim with the geese. I'm going to join the goose family. That's crazy. All right, let's catch something. Let's catch something. Something just took my bait. You're on my hook. This is probably 8-pound tests, which feels really heavy because I usually, when I'm fishing creeks like this for sunfish especially, I'm usually using 2 or 4 pound. Those goose are crazy. Crazy goose. Let me tilt you guys down and see what you guys got going on here. Cayuga Lake, largemouth, 12.35. Holy cow. Hold on. Got a bite and fly. God forbid I show me swatting that on YouTube. That's awesome. bite it? You want to bite it? Where else could these guys be? Move over. Sometimes they're off that rock. There's a half decent fish. That fish just came up and ate my split shot, you dum-dum. Nothing but sunfish. You let me know when you're ready, bud.
The big bass is following mine.
All right, I'll stay right here then. Kev's still playing with the big bass. It's a nice bass right here. I'll bet you if I pull this split shot off, I'll catch these fish. Try that. Just slows the fall of the corn down. Something that subtle. It's probably enough to trigger the bite. You know you want it. Oh, you turkey. You turkey. You wanted it. Oh, he's off. He tangled. That fish tangled me up. Dirty rat. Good you did. How'd you do that? Kev's still trying to catch that bass. I'm going to move over this way. If he hooks up, it'll actually be easier for me to get up there from that rock. Clear path without having to do what I just did. Jump from boulder to boulder. And it's in the shade. I got that going for me. I'll bet you they're just holding out in the middle. You can't see them. They're probably out there by that log. I hate to walk away from him. I know as soon as I walk away, he's going to hook up. But I came to sight fish, so. I think I'm going to walk around a little bit looking. You hook up, holler out, I'll come back. You busted. You busted. All right. That's how fishing goes sometimes. Be ready to fail, and just when you expect you're going to catch nothing, you catch some monster or something. You never know. Just got to go take all your gear with you and be ready for anything, and spend as much time on the water as you want and can. Bring water, food, maximize the time you spend out there, and good things will happen. This rock's probably like ice here. Rained last night, pretty good too. That's the first time in like a month we've had, like the rest of the U.S. It's been super hot. We've had like 90s for 3-4 days in a row, and then we get a day or two upper 80s, and then 90s, like mid to upper 90s. Super hot for this area. Even the weeds were starting to die. You know it's hot when the weeds are dying. Not here though. on a creek. Let's pop through here, see what we see. I wish it was easier for me to read chat. I don't see nothing, but I'll give it a cast. Give it a cast. Let's see. Hey, Stephen Merchant. Welcome, buddy. I think we got Dennis Bigfoot. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in here. That was a half decent fish that smacked the top. Probably a little bass. I don't think it's a trout. There's a fish pulling. Come on, gonna hit it. Probably a sunfish playing with it. Like I said, I could catch sunfish all day if I downsized the hook, but really came here today with the goal of catching a carp, sight fishing a carp. Hey, you want to peek? I'll catch you. Stuart wants to see a fish. Get up here. Show him I can actually catch fish if I wanted to. Yeah. Dude wasn't even hooked. That's how hungry he was. No idea what you guys are talking about. Something about taking out a tongue. I know in Alaska they take moose tongue. It tastes good. It's like a steak. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Probably not. But yeah, tongue is a good steak. I guess it's not normal down here, but. All right, what am I going to do here? I should keep moving. That's my goal. I'm going to keep moving until I spot one. I guarantee you they're in here. It's just a matter of getting one that's actively feeding. And you should see bubbles or some type of commotion, dirt kicked up, something. So I'd rather keep moving than wait for him. Let's see, I'm going to go up that way. I'll go up this way. Not poison, not poison. It probably won't be too much longer. We're going to go back and I'm going to pick up Kristen and Lyle and we're going to go to another spot. We're all going to swim and tube. Kind of spend most of our days this time of year hanging out in creeks. We have a lot of beautiful streams by us, so it's a nice way to cool off, get some exercise swimming around. And we always have the rods with us. Let's see what we got in here. Just a bunch of sunfish. I could head upstream past Stewart's house. I don't normally see them up there, but the fact that I'm not seeing them down here might mean they're up there. Oh, that's a little tiny one. Let me see if I can catch that for Kev. You on the hook, buddy? Yes. That's good bait right there. Take the Kev. 1-800-BAIT-MAN. Hard to catch those small ones. I got a bait for you. Nice little one. Greenie. Oh, I got my resident horsefly following me. Look. Good one?
It's about the size we've been using.
Get out of here. That thing's perfect. What's all that commotion? Is that the goose?
Yeah. Wanna go catch a goose? Is this thing lively?
Yeah, I just caught him. I told him to be lively.
Getting some air. Watch how quick this is gonna happen, guys. Look at that bass right behind him.
There's a bass right behind the bait. If you guys can see that or not. Where's that fly? It looks good on my end. Hopefully it's good now. It's just a little guy. Oh, there's a bigger one out there. Oh yeah, there's a big bass following it. Following it.
He likes the live ones, like the ones that stay underwater. Because they keep going to the top when the bass chases them. Trying to think here.
It's another nice bass right down there. See him up top.
Yeah.
Right on the edge, not as big as this one.
Did you just get him snagged?
No.
He well done.
All right, I'm gonna head up further.
I'm gonna catch him. Wait,
All right.
there's too many people standing up here.
Too many people, it's just me. You just
I'm
told me to
gonna-
wait. You guys hear this, kid? I said I was gonna go up. You say wait, and then you said there's too many people.
Sit down at least over there. You're gonna stay there. Sit down.
I didn't want to stay here. You told me to stay here. All right, guys, we have to sit down. You guys need to sit down. Gonna just be the camera crew. Brandon, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in here. Hope you're doing good. He's got his eyes on a... Oh, got that thing. He's got his eyes on a big bass here. It's free line and a baby bluegill here. See if we can get him. Slight tangent from my carp job here. But I'm keeping my eyes open. Part of it is just spending time in the water. That's why it's hard to go live sometimes when you're doing videos, because the reality of fishing is that you spend a lot of time not fishing, just being out. At least I do. I spend a lot of time just watching and, you know, getting lucky, spotting something after a few hours.
Really lay down. He's just chasing me.
You have another couple minutes and I'm going to move upstream. Bass is definitely chasing it around. There you go. Ooh, it's coming hard. There we go. He's on. Oh, he's off. He didn't really have it by the head.
You had it by the head. The hook's small. Well, this guy's.
Oof. Got it by the tail. Swimming out with it. He's swimming, coming back. He might have it. Take that. He's on. He is on. There we go. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Decent little creek smallie right there.
It's a big one.
That's not bad. Eat that thing right down. That's nice.
It's gettable.
Okay, pop that thing out and I'll come around and get a video of it.
Well, I can't pop it out. It's a little deep, but it's
You'll get him
gettable
out.
with pliers.
Yeah.
We got him, guys.
Nice job, Kevy. I can come down there and help you if you need help.
Yeah, I need help. You can get it definitely, Dad. I know you can get it.
All right. Oh, Lord. Sorry, guys. It's going to be hard to see here in a second because I'm going to have to bend over and you guys are going to stare at nothing but the ground. I got him.
Yeah. Think you can get that?
Yeah, it's just on the side of his mouth. Just need a longer finger. I got it. Yeah, yeah. There he is. Put his head under. Give him some water. Nice. All right.
It's crazy how determined they are to get this. Like, that's a small amount.
Yeah, it's not even a big fish, and he ate pretty big sunfish. You can let him go.
Just look at that mouth. Bye, buddy.
Off he goes.
There's a sunfish. This is where the sunfish I was using for bait.
Yeah, that's how big of a bait they'll eat. Pretty impressive. All right, I'm gonna head upstream. Good catch there. I almost had to go in through the gill there because it was like but it was right in front of the gill. You don't want to you don't want to touch the gills if you're hooked deep. Yeah, they're gonna bleed and die. You're better off cutting your line if you have to. But he was right in front of the gill. That's why you didn't see any blood. All right, enough playing around with that kid. Let the boy have some fun. I'll go catch fish the sporting way, aka get skunked. We're about to see Stuart's house, guys, when Stuart moves to the States from Scotland. Oh yeah, I did. I'm coming back. Okay. Yeah, so this is the house that Stuart wants to buy. I was gonna fish by Stuart's house. It's a nice fixer-upper. Well, just cast out and leave it out there. Maybe you'll catch a carp. Oof. Pricker. Okay. All right, so I think I see dirt kicked up there. Do you? I think there's, off the back of that, I think there might be a carp.
That's carp.
Yeah. All right, so let's circle back to that point.
And then we'll see from there.
Yep, that's definitely carp. Okay. Or should we try to go yeah, let's go around. There's a huge pricker bush I don't want to deal with. There's some poison ivy. That'll be fun. Something to remember the trip by.
Have my coin?
Oh, yeah. Whoosh, whoosh. Howdy.
I'm catching cowboy.
Backflip.
Here in North Carolina, we like to respect our fish and wildlife. Backflip.
My house is going to look. Oh, I can't read that. I mean, it's got a great view. Nice foundation. It's good strong stone foundation. It's looking good. It's good, looking real good.
Hey, Stuart, you in there?
Stewie's in there, yeah. Oh, in the house? No, no. He's in the chat. He's not in the house. Oh gosh, they're prickers, buddy. Where's your shoes?
Nice shoes.
Native
That's how
American.
kids learn.
Yeah, that's how most kids learn. You don't seem to learn.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Was the pricker there or what? I went all the way up my foot. This is where we gotta be careful.
Let me get in front of you.
It's hard to do because there's so much prickles.
Yeah, let the expert get ahead. Let me show you something.
Oh, ow.
All right. If you can't do it, don't do it.
That's his eye.
Leave it up to the pros. There's some little tiny bait fish right here. Ooh, gotta make sure I don't step off the bank here.
I gotta go to the bathroom, so
Yeah,
turn it on me.
I won't have the camera on you, dum-dum. Don't go in the water. Wasn't sure what he was doing. Never know. This bank is all the same, and it just gives away sometimes, so you might not have a view for a couple seconds while I avoid falling into the creek. Trying to get down to this little bit of a ledge. I forget how steep it is. Okay. All right, let me get this. Let me throw a handful in there first. I think there's one in here. I think he was up on this hump recently. I think he's up here. He's probably hiding under that boulder right now. Yeah. We're gonna get the rod baited or the hook baited, and we're gonna cast it out. And I'm gonna sit this rod down for a good 10 minutes and see if he takes it. Put the biggest, best kernels on. Okay. So there's a big stick out there. As much as I think he's behind it, I gotta go in front of that. Already gonna be a battle to get him from going under that. Backhander. Not good enough for me. Let me do that again here. No, don't you hook. Dang. Dang. Let's try it this way. Hopefully I don't hook up on that branch. There we go. That's what I wanted. Just sit that down like that. Line watch. All right, now I can hopefully get caught up in chat a little bit. See what you guys are up to. Cav's just over on the other side, fishing. Whoa! My camera has turned around. Let me fix that. What the heck? Good thing I wasn't going to the bathroom. All right. Got the rod right here, line in the water here. Got to give it some time. But I'm getting hot, so this might be our last attempt. If you see any carp up there, let me know, bud. I mean, I could stand here all day. The problem is I'm literally starting to, ooh, there's a sucker fish. That's what, yeah, let me get this out there. I see a sucker. A nice one too. That'll work. That's where the mud's coming from. Might not be a carp, but a good sucker. He'd be a beaut. Oh, there he is. He's flashing out there. He's right here. That might be a baby carp. I don't know what he is, but I'm going to try to catch him. I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm going to just sit the rod down so I don't bump it. Hang on, I've got a pricker in my foot trying to get out. That little guy. Where'd my bait go? Throw a little handful of corn right by my hook. I doubt you guys could see because I could barely see it, but there's a hump out here, and that's where the dirt was flowing down. And I just got a good sight of either a small carp or a big sucker. And he's swimming around this hole now, so we might succeed. There he is there. He's up on that hump. And he's actively feeding, so we do have a good chance. I think I need to cast it out better, though. I wonder if I can get down under this rock without falling in. Yeah. Ooh, little turkey. All right, I'm pretty close to him. There's 3 of them up there. Put some more corn on. We got eyes on him now, guys. We got eyes on him now. There's a big bass coming through. Gonna make this happen pretty quick here. Gonna make this happen pretty quick. They're actively eating the corn I just threw in. Okay, scared them out a little bit. Hopefully they'll come right back. I can see my corn from here, so I just have to wait till it disappears. Ooh, there's some big ones. What? Yeah, I just saw a big one here. There's a bunch of sucker fish here. Here, come, take it, buddy. All right. Wish I had a worm. Those suckerfish love worms when they're circling like that. That movement drives them nuts. All right, let me know if you hook them. It's always distracting me. He's got eyes on a big bass up there. I don't know if you guys can hear him. Lion Space, welcome in. Thanks for coming in here. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Just kind of last minute decision to pop up. I think that's Canadian Family Life. That's hard for me to read these with this brace on. Yeah, that's Canadian Family Life. How you doing? Thanks for coming in here. I was talking to my wife last night about putting out more content from our little gardens and house, and we do a lot of that stuff, but up till now we've been kind of keeping the channel, 99% fishing. But I think people expect me to fish every day, and I do fish every day, but I'm not live every day. But most of my, like, I'm using the fish to feed some of our animals. I'm using it to fertilize the garden. There's so much more stuff I could show people. I just don't know if it's right for the channel or not. Come on. Let me push it down into the dark. Now they're off the bright spot. Okay, they're still there. One just flashed. They must be like getting ready to spawn or something. They're aggressively flashing under the water. Just a waiting game. I wonder if the weather... Oh yeah, the water is about 10 feet deep around those boulders. Problem is there's some boulders around there as well, but there's also some like 4-foot snapping turtles that live under those rocks. So, and we do swim in here, but someday you're going to put your foot in the wrong spot and you're going to lose it. I'm looking for them. They're back in this spot. Oh, the flashing light. I don't know if you guys saw that. Right on them. Right on them. Yeah. You want me to try to catch bait? All right. You catch it. I'm going to stay here. Yeah, if you get it, I'll come over. I'm not playing that game, boy. Come over there and I get yelled at for scaring it away. Come on, fish. Let's go. All right, let's start heading. He's pretty good. He might get it. He's got to realize, instead of taking the time to say that, that's the time you hook him. Because it might be the last time he takes a serious look at the bait. That's when I've learned catching trophy fish and monsters and guiding. You usually get one good crack at a good fish, and that's it. Let's go over. See what Dum Dum's getting into. I don't want to scare the fish away. I'm taking my time. Still there?
Probably is, but it might be full.
Yep. That's why I didn't.
I mean, that was a half-pound sunfish he choked down. Swallowed it. There's still more in there. Not a good size, but not as big.
All right, I'll come up. I think I'm gonna end the live in a few minutes, guys. It's just getting too hot. I need to jump in the water somewhere and cool off. Deer poop. Yeah, nice view here. Just sight it, see if this fish is interested or not. Throwing huge baits here. Huge baits for huge fish. Monster hunt. Any signs of the big one? All right, I'm not sure if we're going to go live tomorrow. We are going up the mountains tomorrow. We will be kind of doing some like scuba diving and fishing. I'm not sure if I'll be able to record or not. And I know some of the people up there don't want me to be up there with a camera, so we'll see what we can do. Woo! A good fish on the far side. But I appreciate everybody coming in here. Let me see who's all in here before I shut this thing down. Look like my chat stopped again. Let me go down and best fisher. Well, I've been chasing the carp and sucker fish, so I was just using corn. Sometimes I will use worm for them, but just had a bag of corn today. Cave behind you. Behind me is Stewart's house, we call this. It's an old rundown cabin that's now part of the park. Not really caves, just huge boulders. But yeah, they're pretty cool. There is kind of like a cave up there where we were catching, you might see that on some of our shorts, we were catching catfish under these boulders up there. That was our lunch yesterday. We caught 5 eater size and cooked them up and made fish tacos with them. But I appreciate y'all coming in here. I'm going to head out. Thanks. Stewie says, thank you for the live, Kev. Great job. Appreciate you helping out as always, Stu. I'm going to shut this down and I'm going to go soak my head in the water. And probably going to catch something right after it, but I'll take pictures and put it on my community tab. Appreciate y'all coming in. I hope everyone has a good day. Peace.